In this video, we're going to be looking at the ESV Study Bible in a new edition, a new cover that they've come out with that is called the Artist Series. This Bible comes in a very nice box, and you can see the front here gives you a look at the cover. It says it's the Artist Series, and I think this is the name of the artist here. And the specific description of this is cloth over board interlude. So that gives you a look at it. Nice box on the back, gives you all that information about this Bible. The retail on this does say here on the box that it's $84.99, and also has the ISBN number there as well. So that's the box. Let's take a look at the Bible itself. Really beautiful. Same content as you see in the other ESV Study Bibles, but just a design that is really going to be appealing to some people. Hardcover is actually something a lot of people really like, but they tend to be kind of plain, just almost the generic Bible. So if you like a hardcover, but you want something that's more ornate and beautifully designed, then they have this option for you. The spine looks great. I love that color there that they have, and the art design here contrasts well, I think, with this more just clean look on the spine here on the edge. So that's really nice. And then page edges, with this being hardcover, they're not going to be gold page edges. This one does have two ribbons, angle cut. They look like they're single-sided, so there's a sheen on one side there. But they are nice looking ribbons. The spine has a little bit of a curve to it. And getting inside here, I've done reviews of the ESV Study Bible before, so you can see those. They're in a lot more detail. But we'll look at some of the main features of this. And you see here, again, the artist, Jessica Bush, interlude. And this gives you some information about the artwork of this Bible. So that's really neat. Let me read this here. It says, this pattern, titled Interlude, comes from a series of designs celebrating the beauty of repetition and rhythm. So I think that's what you're seeing here. An interlude gives space in a creative piece. It's a pause to process the surrounding beauty. To me, this pattern gives a feeling of dance or celebration with its decorative flourishes. But the negative spaces are of equal importance as they give balance to the details. My hope is that this pattern might remind us to pause and with gratitude to the Lord appreciate the God-given beauty surrounding us. Jessica Dennis Bush. Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. She said even those negative spaces are of equal importance. So I think you see that here in the background. I'm not an artist, so I don't really know all the terminology, but I mentioned how there's a contrast here also with the artwork. It all goes together really nicely. So that's a nice little card they give you with this artist series. You also see a nice design on the liner here, the paste down liner. And you do have cardstock, blank page, or 2 or 3 or 4. So 4 blank cardstock pages there. And then you have the presentation page and some family records pages on what I think is a semi-gloss cardstock. Then you have the title page, publisher title page, and let's look at the copyright on this. So you do see here this is printed in China. This is a pretty new product. I believe the release date on it was 2023. It may have initially been printed in 2022 at the printer. I'm not sure exactly how that all works. So maybe the text block itself was printed in 2022. But the artist series, I believe, came out in 2023. And so there's some other copyright information there, typical stuff, contents page. And again, I've done an in-depth review on the ESV Study Bible. So if you want to see all of that, you can check out that video. But just to give you an overview here, you're going to get your introductory material here. Preface to the English Standard Version. They did also, by the way, have the contributors to this study Bible, and all the people that wrote articles and so on. So that's good, because I really like to know, when it comes to study Bibles, who was involved in the process. And really, even with translation, I like to know who was involved in the process. Anyway, the preface to the English Standard Version, overview of the Bible. So, I mean, you're just seeing here in the front matter, great stuff to help you. The ESV Study Bible, absolutely one of my favorite study Bibles. As you get into the Bible text here, you first of all have an introduction to each book of the Bible. What I will say about the ESV Study Bible is it's just very information rich. And that's one of the reasons I think so many people like it. And it's good information, really well done, really helps you understand the background and what you're reading in the Bible. And I think is pretty balanced. It's evangelical. Crossway tends to be more reformed in a lot of the things they produce. So it might lean on that side of things, of course. But still, I mean, any Christian would probably enjoy and benefit from having a study Bible like this. It doesn't necessarily have the colorfulness of other study Bibles, but if you want a lot of information, more of that word-oriented information, like a lot of writing, then this Bible is really good. You see a nice outline there for the book of Genesis, and a lot of notes. So there are references on the inside columns there. You will see maps and charts in this Bible. So there are some visuals, but it's not as visually oriented as other study Bibles. Again, this is really more about information. So I look at this as kind of this academic-oriented study Bible. And it is single column format. The font size is pretty nice, probably around a 9-point for the Bible text there. Not bad. I think as long as you don't have any real particular eye problems, you should be able to read this fine. Poetry, you can see how that looks. You know, it's a study Bible, so it's not necessarily trying to have the best quality paper. But as far as study Bibles go, it does actually have pretty good paper. Not a ton of ghosting, but there is some. I don't think it's line matched. As far as I know, it is not. But you know, I still think it's very readable, and the ghosting isn't too distracting. As we go along here, again, you see some of the really good features in this Bible. Get to the New Testament here, and you do actually have a between the Testaments section after the Old Testament is done, background of the New Testament. So you have the time between the Testaments, and just information that's going to help orient you to what you're about to read in the New Testament in that time period that the New Testament writers are writing in. And so a lot of just really good information in this Bible. Can't say that enough. And so, you know, I'm trying to refrain from doing another full review of the ESV Study Bible, but as you can see, I really do like it. In the back, you have a lot of good information in the back as well. Really helpful stuff. And just to make sure we kind of show you the main things here, we do also have maps, section, concordance, abbreviations. And this maps actually is an index telling you of the maps that are in the Bible itself. But getting through the concordance here, after that you do have the maps in the back. So a lot packed in. I haven't shown you everything, but I wanted you to see kind of the major things in the ESV Study Bible. See a little bit about it if you're not familiar with it. And now you can see this is another cover option. Let me show you, though, a lot of their Bibles would look something more like this. This is an imitation leather. I think they call it True Tone. They also have genuine leather Bibles, hardcover as well. This is in the category of hardcover, but a very nice looking hardcover. And again, I mentioned this before, a lot of the Bibles would have gold on the page edges, but the hardcover just has the white page edges. To me, hardcover has its place. And one of the reasons I like hardcover is it's nice for putting on a shelf. And a study Bible, to me, you can store it on the shelf. The other nice thing is when you have a Bible this big, it's just really nice to have something that's sturdy like this when you open it up. It's just great for desk use. And yes, you can take it with you if you need to, but it's really about studying. And so I think this is I love the ESV Study Bible, but now a nice option for people, the Artist Series. So if you have any questions or comments about this Bible, I would love to see that in the comment section below. But thank you so much for taking a look at this with me from a fresh perspective.